Hello, Mark Crossfield here. In my hands today, Callaway Big Bertha V Series driver. So this is the one for me. I'm quite excited about hitting this one actually because it brings back a lot of memories from my old great Big Bertha days. It is kind of looking, apart from the colourways, identical to how I remember one of my favourite drivers of all time looking. So we're going to give Big Bertha V Series driver a hit from Callaway. We've got GC2, we've got the Titleist Pro V1 ball, Pro V1X balls on the ground, the ball eye game. We're going to give you some real ball data as well in this video. Let's see how the V Series comes out. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, Callaway Big Bertha V Series. V for velocity, they're telling us. So the V Series is built with speed in mind. So I've got a 9 degree here, I think there's a 10 degree, and then there's also maybe a 13 degree. I don't quote me on that, but I'm sure you can go on the websites and look. There is definitely higher lofted options in there. We get the changeable neck, so I can actually change the loft on the neck, and I can change the settings of the face dial in my direction. All black head. We get this warbird kind of sole, which really brings back lots of memories of that old great Big Bertha days. Putting it down by the ball, it's an all black head, black face. You get the painted on groove lines. There are no grooves on this face at all. They are in the style of the old great Big Bertha. I mean, everything I look at this club, it just kind of throws me back to my playing days when great Big Bertha was the driver of the time. You get in the different lofted ones. I've got the lower lofted one here, which isn't, even though it's got the velocity branding on it, it's not going to be maybe as fast as the higher lofted models. So what Callaway are trying to do with these ones, they're saying, is that the higher lofted ones have lighter shafts, maybe lighter head, I think, and lighter grip. So they're really branded for lightness. And they tell us they're going for people who are struggling to get club head speed, so they're trying to give them a weapon that can encourage them to get as much speed as possible, because if you can get more club head speed and transfer that energy to the ball, it's a good chance you get more ball speed and a bit more distance. The higher lofted ones are a bit longer in length, so how much the lightness compared to just making that club longer is what you would need to try if you were demoing it. But I've got the lower lofted one here. This club has already had tall winds, this one is just built for kind of, well, they say low, well, they don't say low spinning, they say good spin model with no loss in MOI, so you're getting high MOI in this one as well. To be honest, when I look at this driver, the neck is fine, it's good for people who want to change it around. I'm loving the retro look. I'm from this era where this driver was everything. I played most of my competitive golf with a driver that looked like this back in the great Big Bertha days. So it's that that's really exciting me about this one. It's really kind of retroed out. So let's hit it. We'll present some real numbers at the end. Let's see how it comes out. So you get little Callaway V line on the top. Sits really lovely and square. Lovely little round shape. It's 460cc, but it certainly doesn't look like the biggest head in the world. It almost feels deeper rather than the flattened out ones that look to have real kind of frying pan heads. It's a lovely shape. Let's give it a hit, see what it feels like. Okay, it makes a nice ting off the face. It certainly makes that nice kind of metal headed sound. It sounds similar to the old one I used to have actually. Lovely flight, exactly what I would want to see, not too high, felt like I could control the flight there. Let's give it another go. It is funny looking down at a driver like this. It makes me want to bag it just because I have such good memories of looking down at this driver in a grey head when I had the great Big Bertha. Get that one really nicely, flew well. It's a good feeling club. I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers, what it does. We are living in a world at the minute where golf companies are bringing clubs out faster than we can actually keep up. So launches nowadays get lost almost, don't they, with people, because they've just got so many clubs in the kind of brand. They've got so many sub umbrellas out there. I am excited about the V Series. I'm not sure how many of you are going to rush out and buy, because you've got to remember, hit that one really nice, in the Callaway stable they've still got Big Bertha and Alpha Big Bertha in there as well, which offer plenty. I think the speed version of this for the higher lofted ones would be interesting. I will try those at some point and try and get maybe someone with a lower swing speed to see what happens to their speed numbers and distance and what have you. let's look at the numbers. I'm loving the look of it. I'm biased because this one means a lot to me, this sole and everything, and the way they painted the face to make it look like the old one means a lot to me. For some people it won't mean anything because they never gamed this kind of club, but I'll be interested to see what these numbers have to offer. Certainly feels very nice off the face. Let's check out the numbers. Right guys, numbers time. Let's have a look what we've got here. If we look at average carry 269, so I've got a 269, a 267, a 271. Anyone who watches my videos knows that's as good as anything I can get out of any of the clubs that I've hit. Really good numbers. Interesting on the spin, 2.6, relatively high spin, 2.7, 2.6, 2.5. I'm using a driver that has much lower spin model than this, but it just shows you how you can get the ball going the same distance with a combination of these numbers. It doesn't matter what combination they're in, you just got to be getting them in a combination that allows you to hit fairway and get a repeatable shot time and time again. Launching at around 15 degrees. I have a driver that launches slightly higher than that and then a lower spin, so again it's that slightly different model. This is down to a 9-degree loft, so it is a lower loft than what I'm used to using in my other clubs because of where CGs and stuff are placed. So it just shows you, again, like I keep saying, these drivers are so close. I'm getting them to perform almost all the same for any of you out there looking for your distances, as long as you're centre hitting it. Ball speeds again 154, you know, pretty good ball speeds off the face, exactly what I'd like to see. I'm impressed with those numbers, really impressed. I'm impressed with those distances. I'm loving the look. I'm loving the fact that it's got that kind of retro feel which I'm buying into. You've got to go out there and try them. I'm going to be interested in trying some of the higher lofted ones as well to see what happens to speed. Is if it's just the length or is it the fact they're making it lighter. I think Callaway have a busy stable of clubs. I think they've got lots for you to choose from. All the manufacturers seem to be going that way at the minute, or lots of them do. You've got to go out and try, like I say, with every club. You've got to go out and make sure you can control this one. I can't see why there's any reason why you couldn't. I just think that head is going to appeal in the lower lofted ones to very good players because it looks lovely down by the ball, lovely little round shape, sits lovely and square. And like you can see there, for me, great numbers, buying into that all day long. Cool, I could almost brag that to go back to the old day. Go back to the good old days, eh? Let's post comments. As always, I'd love to hear what you got to say about the V series from Callaway. What do you think? Are they just rushing clubs out too much, or you love the fact that they're bringing new things out to try and push it all the time? I'd love to hear. I like the way that Callaway are definitely going for different markets. You've got to, I mean, they're trying to sell golf equipment at the end of the day. There's no point just selling it to me, because I'm going to be a small market compared to the guys who want more club head speed or want more ball speed and all the rest of it. So it's interesting how they're doing that. I quite like what they're doing now. I'd love to hear what you guys have got to say. As always, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.